This is what you think a doctor in Africa looks like. Respected, wealthy, and living a good life. But this is the harsh reality they face every single day.
Doctors, clinic officers in Africa, even in the villages, are often seen as successful, wealthy professionals. But behind closed doors, they endure unimaginable conditions, poor pay, long shifts, and even physical exhaustion that takes a toll on their health and happiness. This is my story. So I usually take my bath at around 6 a.m. in the morning. I use a basin with a little amount of water. There is a bowl of soap. I use little water because it is very hard to get water around here. People use very dirty water and they often get sick. So I need to use rainwater, and I don't have much of it because it's the same water I'm going to use to clean the clinic. So after taking my bath with whatever amount of water I use the same water to mop the floor in the clinic. I do my cleaning around the clinic, and then I go and put on some official clothes. They look decent. They're not very good, but they look decent because I have to put up a good public image. That's why people see us. They see us if we have a lot of money, but in reality we are very broke. So I'm going to give you a tour around the clinic. This is the counter where I sell the over-the-counter drugs. All these are drugs, the over-the-counter drugs. I sell them here to patients. And then, you have to scooch over. This is where I usually clock my patients. I see them, I check my history sitting there, the patient sits there. So I clock them, I listen to them. That's my Bluetooth speaker. When I'm bored, I listen to some music, watch some movies. So here is where I put some injections, some infusions. That's lidocaine. To do minor surgeries like stitching, ceftriaxone, and other stuff like that. So that's where they send the money. This is where I examine my patients. That is an examination, cultural examination. This is where I usually see my patients and examine them. Now look at the conditions over here. To do suturing, I use normal saline for cleaning. I have to put them here because there is no other place that I'm going to put them. The povidone iodine. And then we walk outside. Is the entrance to the clinic. That is where the patients come into the clinic. Now let me show you where I usually sleep. And this is because I usually sleep inside this clinic. This is where I sleep. Welcome to my humble abode. You see, now there are a lot of spin between the woods, and it is usually very, very cold. That's my bed. Sorry, I'm not that clean. I didn't make my bed. I have a small table. It is a very tight, very tight space. This is where I usually do my cooking stuff. That's where I use utensils. You see that bucket? That's where I put very dirty water. Now this is always, it's not a very good place to stay. So after cleaning, I take my breakfast. I usually take a cup of coffee so that I can have some energy to continue. I told you I work 24/7, a 24/7 shift, day and night. I usually don't sleep, so I need a cup of coffee to give me some energy to continue with work. When the patients start coming in, I start seeing them. Now this little kid, she has been set by her mother so that I can have she called me, so I know her. So I just take my history and then I do my examination, and later I give her some drugs, and then I get paid and then transfer the money to my employer. And this is another patient who needed wound cleaning. You see the living conditions in this place. It is very dirty. Afterwards, when I have no patients to see, I usually walk outside. I stay there. I just have a look, just watching people, watching cars. Just enjoying the view. There are not many people. In fact, it's like a desert. You can see for yourselves. But that's what I do. I just sit around, enjoy the sun, enjoy the breeze, enjoy the people, speak with people so that I can pass time. But when I have some more time, I usually go to sleep. At around 1 or 2 p.m. I take my lunch. It's not heavy, so I usually take a cup of fermented milk, and these are hard cakes, very hard. We call them ngumos. So I take a cup of fermented milk. It's what I can afford with that kind of pay, less than $100 per month. So I take a cup of fermented milk and this ngumos. At least they give me up until evening. Afterwards, I continue seeing patients, clients, reviewing them, calling them, up until night. So at night I usually take some breaks outside, but when it's busy I'm usually inside clerking patients, seeing them, and then the journey continues. I continue just like that. I usually order takeout, a 50 Kenyan shillings supper. It's not much, but it's what I have. So that is what I work with up until the next day in the morning, where I take my bath again and the cycle continues. This is the harsh reality. Usually patients think that we have a lot of money. The people in the village think that we have a lot of money. It is the picture that has been created, but we are really suffering. The pay is little and we work long shifts. My mental health, I can't say that it's very good. I usually take antidepressants so that I can continue being happy, staying alive. So it's not a good working conditions. No water, not enough food, being misused. Thank you. Please subscribe.